So this question is basically asking you to differentiate between Sn is equal to 7 seconds, which is the distance traveled in 7 seconds, and the distance traveled in the 7th second. Okay. So let us spend some time in identifying the differences, and then we'll try to solve the question. Okay. Maybe we'll try to solve this question in three different parts. So first, let us understand the two equations, which is equations of motion, which gives s is equal to ut plus half at square, and the other is, oh, I'm sorry, not written the equation here, and the other is Sn, which is equal to u plus a by 2 to 2n minus 1. So what is the difference between these two? So the primary way to understand this would be total displacement is Sn and instantaneous displacement is Sn. Okay. Uh, we'll go one step deeper to understand the difference between these two. So if we consider an example where we imagine a runner on a track, the runner starts at u is equal to 0 and he is accelerating. Now again, what kind of acceleration? Uniform acceleration. By this should even be coming here, right? Because we're not discussing about non-uniform motion. Okay, so yeah, so we are imagining a runner on a track having uniform acceleration starting from rest. Okay, the question here is, after 5 seconds, how far has the runner traveled? Question number one. And the second question would be, how much distance did the runner cover in just the 5th second? Only the 5th second. Okay, so how do we approach this? When the runner starts at u is equal to 0 and accelerates at 2 meter per second square, if we've been asked to find out how much is the distance traveled in 5 seconds, it means that we've been asked to find out the total distance traveled in 5 seconds. And how do we use that? I mean, how do we find that? We make use of equations of motion, which is s is equal to ut plus half at square, u is 0 as it starts from rest, and we have half at square, a is 2 into 5 square, which gives us 25 meter. Which means after 5 seconds, the total distance traveled by this runner is 25 meters. I hope that makes sense. Now coming to the second part. Just in the 5th second, right? We've asked to find out distance only in the 5th second. So just in the 5th second, the distance is traveled is given by Sn is equal to be more precise, Sn is equal to u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. Now, how did we arrive at this formula that we already have derived in the, I think, just a couple of, maybe 2 to 3 questions back, right? So we don't need to go into the derivation of this. So in S5th, we'll have to substitute n is equal to 5. So Sn is u plus a by 2 into 2n minus 1. S5th will be distance traveled in the 5th second alone, which will be equal to 0 plus 2 by 2 into 5 minus 1, which is equal to 9 meters. So what's the difference? After 5 seconds, the body has, or the runner has totally covered a distance of 25 meters. And in the 5th second alone, he has covered a distance of 9 meters. Okay. Now let us try to go a bit more deeper. Now, what if the question was after 3 seconds and just in the 3rd second? Now, what I want you to do is, I don't want you to copy down this table here. I want you to analyze these two equations and find out all the values, which is S1. Okay, maybe just write it down. So what you can do is you can find out S1, S2, S3, S4, and S5. And you can also find out S1st, S2nd, S3rd, S4th, and then S5th. Okay, using these two formulas. And then now the question comes, after 3 seconds, the total displacement is 9 meters, whereas just in the 3rd second, the displacement in the 3rd second would be 5 meters. And please verify these values and try to ask yourself the question, what does it mean when I say S4? What does it mean when I say S4th? What is the difference there? You can also go one step higher to visualize the concept using a graph. Okay, now you may have a, well, I think even I think I should probably give you a example which is based on visualization, where maybe I'll use a two-dimensional chart to show the difference between the SN and SN. If you're okay with this example, well and good. But if you feel that you need to go, you feel that you're not comfortable with this, you need a you need a more explained solution for this. Please let me know. Maybe if you want specifically a visualization based, I'll try bringing up with one. Okay. Now, if you're okay with this so far, then we can say, if you're imagining a runner on a track with starting with rest with acceleration 2 meter per second square, then after 3 seconds, the curve, if or well, not just after 3 seconds, or maybe after n seconds, the curve obtained by plotting displacement versus time would be a parabolic curve. And why is it so? Basic logic here. Why? Because we have S is equal to half AT square. It's a quadratic equation, right? I mean, it's a second degree equation. So definitely this would be a parabolic curve. But at the same time, when we say about the third second alone, or the nth second alone, what does the equation look like? It looks like S nth is equal to a by 2 into, right? A by 2 into 2n minus 1, which gives us equation of a what? Equation of a straight line. Okay. Now, what I want you to do is, I want you to look at these graphs and find out, using the graph, not the table, okay? Using the graph, find out S6 and S6th. Okay, I want you to find out S6th and S6th. Okay, and if you're able to do that, and if you're to verify the answers, then I think things will become really more clear to you. See, this kind of visualization will not help you in solving the problem instantaneously. This will help you in visualizing the another question that comes up randomly, and doing it repeated times will help you to understand. The visualization part will become very, very, very fast to you. It will come to you very fastly when you do it multiple times, and then on the day of exam, when you get a question, this visualization and the analysis, it would come very naturally to you, and you may need not have to draw or write this equation. They can just directly go to the formula part. So there is one more way of doing this question here directly, which is based on a formula Sn is equal to, Sn plus 1 is equal to Sn plus A. We'll definitely look into that. But before that, I just want to let you know that this is how we have to visualize the motion here. Okay, now moving on to the next method of solving this question.